Hi! Hello, everybody. Are we live? Can you see us?
Are we live?
Welcome to the Amnesia Fortnight 2014 pregame show.
Pre-game show.
I am Tim Schaefer. Lisa Stamos.
Hello.
Greg is off screen over here.
Running the controls.
Yeah, the man behind the curtain. And we are going to look at some AF pitch videos and talk about each one in preparation for the hour of 11 o'clock, 50 minutes from now, where we will decide our top 10. Well, not decide, announce. We will announce the top 10 games. How are we going to do that? We have the devices here that will show us. Only Issa and I know the results so far.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, the top 3 games are surprise pitches by me. Yeah, it was kind of weird. And then 2 games from Issa snuck in there. And he doesn't sound like he's running. What does that mean? I shouldn't read the chat.
Yeah, that's not watch that. I'll watch that.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to look at some pitches. First, wait, let me show this Broken Age thing. Can you hand that to me?
Yeah.
Just let me talk about Broken Age to all the backers. Look at this crazy thing I just got. Isn't this crazy?
I don't know if they can tell. You might
Can you
want
see
to throw
this?
it up in the camera.
Just throw it at the camera?
Yeah.
Just like, I moved it. Is that
What do you
hard?
call that? What is?
I think it's needlepoint. I don't know the difference between needlepoint and
Yeah, that's needlepoint.
cross stitch.
That's definitely needlepoint.
This came from Spain, from
Beautiful.
Concha Fernandez.
Super pretty.
Albert, yeah.
That's amazing.
I tweeted about it, so
I'm gonna steal
put
it.
that away. Okay. Enough about Broken Age, which is available on Steam right now. Let's talk about Amnesia Fortnight.
All 2 weeks we'll be doing this.
Yeah. So let's run the first pitch. What's the first pitch video from? In alphabetical
I
order?
think we'll do alphabet.
We'll just show it the
Alphabetical's
30-second pitch, and then we'll talk about it.
All right, here we go.
Imagine a game like Star Fox, but your ship is a helmet. And the game is just boss battles like Shadow of the Colossus. But the Colossi are evil alien battle stations set to destroy the universe. Because they've never eaten pizza.
How's that look? Can you hear me talking? Astro Helmet! Sorry about the
Okay.
volume.
Yeah.
We're working on the volumes. You guys can tell us. My ear is too loud.
Okay, but did we fix it though?
Yeah, did
Get
we
quiet.
change the volume?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All
All
right.
right.
All right.
All right.
Should we do one more time?
What, that's, you'll get to run it twice. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
We'll
think
get
it's
you
Imagine a
back.
game like Star Fox, but your ship is a helmet. And the game is just boss battles like Shadow of the Colossus. But the Colossi are evil alien battle stations set to destroy the universe. Because they've never eaten pizza.
That's usually how it's been great. Really great thing. Wait. That doesn't happen. Woo! Astro Helmet! Okay, first of all, I hear that sound. Do they hear that sound?
Yes.
Okay, now Jeremy's got 3 right.
Okay, we're good.
Astro Helmet, Jeremy Mitchell. I like pizza. I like Star Fox
Yeah.
and Shadow of the Colossus.
And the aliens look pretty cool.
I like Jeremy Mitchell too. Although he doesn't have his beard this year. I don't know if you noticed that. His power beard from last year. I think he blamed his beard for why his game didn't get picked.
Really?
Planet? No,
I
what
don't
was the
think
name of that
that
one?
I don't think it even showed him in his video with his beard. It had a picture of him with
Yeah.
his beard that he drew.
So as I understand it, in this game, they'll be flying a spaceship, which is actually your helmet.
Yeah.
And you're just doing boss battles with giant space beasts.
Yeah.
And he's been in space mode ever since Space Base started.
Because
Yeah.
he's working on Space Base. Jeremy,
Yeah.
so he knows space. He knows it like the back of his hand.
Yeah. Jeremy was last Amnesia Fortnight was on the Space Base team. And so when
Yeah.
it came time to make Space Base, he had to be a part of it. And he's kind of a can-do everything artist, which is really awesome.
Yep, that's true. And when he cut his beard off, he donated it to kids who
I didn't
lost
know
their hair.
that. Oh.
People have lost their beards.
Oh, so they can paste it
Yeah.
on them. Oh, that's cool.
All right. Do you have any questions? Do we don't want to answer questions? We don't have time because we got to get
No
all
time.
through these before 11 o'clock. So we're gonna go right on to the next one. But what could this be?
Patrick.
of that one. Did you get what that was?
I think it was something about bad golf.
Oh, the
but-
sequel to the very popular Bad Golf 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Which was an outrageous success. I hear. I haven't actually seen it.
Back in 2012.
Yeah, it was big. Bad Golf didn't get picked last year, but it was one that I thought would be an interesting game where you did some golfing,
Yeah.
but then you also drove
The golf carts.
around and could wreak havoc on the golf course, in your golf cart.
I was never totally clear if there was drinking a part of the game, but it was
That's
strongly.
probably sure was a power-up.
It's definitely strongly implied that.
I've
there
been
would be debauchery.
golfing with Patrick Hackett, the project leader, Bad Golf 1 and 2. And from my experience, I think drinking is involved.
Yeah. It seems like it.
Yeah. But I thought that was a fun combination. Who doesn't like to drive golf carts? Without the threat of being in jail by the golf course
Well, if
cops.
you're going to play golf badly, you might as well win. In
There was a
some
small
way,
piece of
right?
That's a great slogan, too. If you're going to play golf badly, you might as well win.
This is also, there's like a small piece of this in the new Grand Theft Auto, right? Like you can ride golf carts and play golf.
Whoa, I think
But
you
seeing
just
that
killed
blown
this game.
out
Yeah.
would be
I
awesome.
think you just
Yeah.
said that it's been done in...
Not like
oh,
this. Not like
that's
Patrick could
too
do it.
bad.
Not like
Sad
Patrick can
watching
do it, that's
yeah.
true.
This will be much more.
And Patrick has led a full game here at Double Fine.
Yeah, Drop Chord.
Drop
Drop Chord was
yeah.
pretty much made by him and Drew. And
Yeah.
audio
and
guys.
Ben
He's
were
also
great.
led AF teams, right? Pre-public AF.
the secret AF team for his
Ooh.
project, which no one has seen yet. Maybe if he wins
Someday.
Bad Golf 2, he'll tell you all about it. Okay, ready for the next one?
Taking cues from games FTL.
Kerbal Space Program and films Outland and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Breach is an action simulation with a focus on ship-to-ship combat, externally and internally. Breach is a game I've always wanted to make, where your crew and internal systems are as important as your guns, torpedoes, and armor. In Breach, the space to capture a crippled ship, then please vote for Breach.
Wait a second. Traveling the space to find a crippled ship sounds like Oliver's game. Maybe these two games should hook up.
I don't know. I
And
think
one could
they're
link
pretty
into the
different.
other.
I think they're pretty different.
Oh, they're different. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, but they could lead to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I first heard this pitch, I was like, I thought it was just Space Western, and that was all it was.
Space Western.
Space Western. Space Western.
Western.
But this longer pitch made me realize his real thing is about the insides and outsides of spaceships
Yeah.
being dynamic and linked, right? So you
Yeah.
shoot a hole in the side, make a breach,
I
and
think
then it
there's
affects the
something
inside.
about it makes me think it's going to be also have some really cool cinematic moments. Maybe that's just the video.
Yeah, maybe the video makes it that. But Jeff has worked at this company since almost the very beginning. He was at Clara Street, the old warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the first artists we brought onto Psychonauts, and he's been here about 35 years.
35.
Yeah, I think that's might be the longest employee
And
He
here.
has a
he's
secret AF
about
pitch
35 years
project
old.
also,
He
right?
did an AF project in the third Amnesia Fortnight, which was also set in space.
It was.
Interestingly enough.
Interesting.
There's a lot of space here.
Yeah.
I once had an executive from a publisher tell me space is dead.
Well,
Obviously, space is alive and well at Double Fine.
but I think that Jeff's worked on so many things. Last year he was last AF he was working on Brazen,
Mm-hmm.
and
And people have seen
He's-
him probably in the Massive Chalice team streams.
exactly now he's very focused on Massive Chalice, which last time I checked was not in space, but maybe it could be. No,
I think it's XCOM.
that's XCOM.
Yeah. But this one is very interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think any Double Finers are in that chat? I don't see. Oh, there's
I'm
there's
sure
Cheese.
they'll show up.
Cheese is saying there's a lot of difference between this and Derelict. I was just kidding. They're totally different. Unless we choose to combine them all.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Buried Metropolis is a turn-based roguelike consisting of 5 to 10 minute levels randomly generated from the unique
Roguelike like
IDs of
JP.
wireless access points. It's single player, but everyone is exploring the same game world by visiting different Wi-Fi hotspots in the real world. In Buried Metropolis, you're the last member of a fallen robot civilization who hasn't broken their programming. You're forbidden from harming anyone directly, so survival means clever use of the environment and enemies to acquire the upgrades you need to explore new areas.
Buried Metropolis.
Buried Metropolis.
That one actually gets you out of your house
Yeah.
and going to actual places in the world.
Yeah.
So
you
playing a
have-
roguelike. What's the difference between a roguelike and a roguelike?
That part I'm not totally clear on, but I like how JP likes to coin new terms.
Yeah, I think it's because JP is a designer's designer.
Yes, he
and
is.
if he's like, actually, technically, that's not a roguelike because there's some small difference, he would call it a roguelike.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like the idea of, because you know what, when like Foursquare first came out, I was nuts about Foursquare for like 2 weeks.
Right.
I had
right,
chicken
right.
everywhere. I liked being in places, but then there was nothing else to do there,
Yeah.
so I stopped doing Foursquare.
Did you ever become mayor of?
I was fighting for mayor Double Fine, but other people were mayor, and that just also invalidated
That
the whole
totally
thing for me.
doesn't make sense.
So, but this is like you go places and you can actually sit there in a coffee shop and like play a little roguelike
Yeah.
while you're there. That if I understand correctly, if anyone else comes to that same Wi-Fi spot, they will get the same dungeon, the same roguelike experience.
Right.
And yeah, so if you find a good one, you're randomly standing outside of some dude's house. You guys, this is the best one ever. Then people will just start gathering on the front lawn of this guy, right?
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
play there all the time. And Chris Remo will do a live stream.
Well, do you have
Of the
to
daily.
play at that Wi-Fi, or can you unlock it there and then?
Yeah, I
go
think
play
as long as you
somewhere
get the Wi-Fi ID, you can then get off the
else?
lawn,
Generate the dungeon, or yeah.
drive down the street and hide and play the game in your car.
Yeah.
So it sounds intriguing to me. Okay, next.
Great.
All right, we should probably announce so that Paul has time to switch over. So
We're going to play, we're going to see the pitch from, is this Dave
David
Farrell's?
Farrell.
Dave Farrell's Cat in a Box.
Cat in a Box is a game where you play a cat. All cats love boxes because for cats, boxes are trans-dimensional portals through space-time. Players will start in a Tokyo cat cafe. You'll jump through a network of these boxes into such destinations as an African savanna, a suburban backyard, and ancient Egypt. This game will be a fast-paced platformer where players will hunt for sushi, develop their cat attributes, search for the perfect sunbeam, and confound their humans as they rule over their wacky universe.
I don't think he got enough cat puns in there. I would be into it if you
pretty
maybe
well on
like
the cat
4 or
puns.
5 more cat puns. Cats were kind of a hot topic. Well, there
Yeah.
were 2. There were 2 cat pitches, so
But
that's kind of a
still.
streak,
Yeah.
if you will. This one captures the popularity of internet cat box videos, right?
Yes.
Who doesn't like seeing a cat playing a box?
Yeah,
I think it's
totally.
cute to see the big tigers like them too. And so when you're playing it, do you say 2D platformer?
2D platformer. I like how he integrated the Tokyo Cat Cafe into it.
did he
We're-
say they'd hunt for sushi? I
Yeah.
couldn't hear what he is that what he
Yeah,
said? Okay.
yeah.
Cats love
totally.
sushi.
Yeah.
Cats love
I guess
sushi.
I would.
They just eat it. They don't even dip it in the soy sauce. They're really all about just a fish.
Yeah.
But this could be adorable. This could be really adorable.
I
And
think
you
it
can play
could
it
be,
in a
and
cat
I-
cafe for them, and we're getting one in San Francisco, so that's
Yeah.
the ultimate cat in a box
I
experience.
think that David can really pull it off too. He's a senior graphics programmer and,
Yeah.
and pretty amazing. So
He did amazing stuff for Black Lake in the
Yeah.
last AF.
Yeah.
So his thorns that grew around the trees as you walked by.
beautiful.
Yeah, he's from Oklahoma. Fun fact.
I didn't know that, and now I know.
And
that
also,
he likes cats.
he's one of the people at Double Fine that shares a love of heavy metal.
Yes, I
So
know that. I
gets
did
him.
know that.
We gave him 10 extra votes for that.
Right.
A lot of people didn't realize that rule was in effect, or they would have. Okay, next we're going to talk about Anna Kipnis's Dear Leader.
Dear leader.
Dear leader, you play a despotic ruler of a republic just emerged from revolution. The game will have you making decisions to industrialize, censor the press, execute ministers you mistrust, and of course, see to you and yours. It's a political satire inspired by Dr. Strangelove, games like Papers, Please and Cart Life, and the visual style of early Soviet propaganda. The story of your republic will emerge based on the decisions you make. And remember, you cannot make a revolution with silk gloves.
You cannot make a revolution with silk gloves.
Now that was a fake Russian accent.
That was totally
Anna has an
fake.
actual Russian accent. Although it's hard for me to tell the difference between a fake Russian accent and a real Russian accent.
Yeah, yeah.
Anna's is pretty good. She's been perfecting it since she was born.
Yeah, exactly.
Now my mic is on.
Have you guys played Cart Life or Papers, Please? They're both incredible.
I've played Cart Life, but I haven't played
You gotta play
Papers,
Papers,
Please. I
Please.
know. I definitely need to play that.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited about it. I'm really excited that Anna is doing something for this AF.
Yeah, I've been
and
trying to get
pitching.
her. We've been saying, come on, pitch
Come on,
something.
come on. Yeah.
She is also like Jeff, been here for about 40 years.
Yeah.
Long time. She was in the warehouse. I keep saying that like everyone knows it. We used to be in a warehouse, like in
Right.
2001.
And there were drunk people laying
We-
on the ground outside.
There was a wild urban environment, but Anna was there. through crunch mode on Psychonauts when all those sewers were overflowing. It was just a really nasty time.
Aw.
But she's been through it. She's a veteran gameplay programmer.
Yeah.
And
Okay. All right, we should probably also remind that people can still change their votes for the next 35 minutes, right?
until the hour strikes of 11 o'clock Pacific time, you can change your votes. You get 3 votes. And if you want more than 3, don't bug me about it. I'll put it down to 1. I'll change it to 1. I'll make it 1. Everyone gets 1 vote. 3 votes should be plenty,
All right.
and you can change it. And now we're going to look at Oliver, our lead programmer on Broken Age. Not that should change your vote. And Derelict.
In Derelict, you will be able to unravel the mystery of a long-lost spaceship drifting through outer space.
Playback issues.
What?
All right.
What do you mean? Is there a problem with the video? I wasn't checking my mail.
Paul's trying to figure it out. Paul, what do we got to do?
Problem with that video or all the videos? Interesting. Well,
Okay, trying again. Here we go.
In Derelict, you will be able to unravel the mysteries of a long-lost spaceship drifting through outer space. You will be tasked to explore different parts of the vessel and solve puzzles in order to find out why the ship suddenly disappeared and what happened to its crew. So it's a little bit like the game Home, but in an awesome spaceship. The goal for this prototype is to create an immersive experience, and that's why Derelict will support the Oculus Rift. Obviously, you will be able to play the game without the Oculus, but using it will make you feel like you're actually there. So please, make it so and vote for Derelict.
There might have been a take or two where he tried.
now Oliver, as you know, is the genius programmer, the lead on Broken Age. You've seen him in the documentary if you've been
Yes.
watching that. He's
Yeah.
very smart. He's totally German.
And he's really into the Oculus Rift.
He likes the Oculus Rift. Which would be crazy to be in an abandoned spaceship wearing that immersive, like the headset and looking around.
Yeah.
And I assume nothing bad would happen, right? Because you're in space on an abandoned spaceship. Nothing.
I don't know. He said it was like Gone Home, so I think it would be more interesting than scary, but it's got to be creepy to
He
go
doesn't
on
say.
a ship that's
Yeah, it
been
must be
abandoned.
kind of creepy.
Creepy in a good
Unless
way.
just a bunch of tribbles come out, right? Because that would just be cute.
Right.
That'd be adorable.
Yep.
But it'd be neat. And then it would have some girl bands on cassette tape, and then it's awesome. Okay, that's good. Oh, now Lydia Choi, Dumb
Dumb
Sim.
Sim.
Dumb Sim.
Dumb Sim is a dim sum dining simulation game composed mainly of 3 parts. First, in the kitchen, you play Cooking Mama and WarioWare-style mini-games to control the quality and output of your kitchen. Second, in the dining room, you manage your customers and your dim sum carts. Lastly, you read your customers' online reviews and you gain hints on how to improve your service. So vote for Dumb Sim.
You can't hear me?
No.
I'm
You
muted?
can't hear what the beautiful beard
Oh my
is saying.
goodness, that's actually funny because you know they're like dying to hear it.
What? Is my mic off? My mic's on. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Did you not hear? I did this amazing breakdown of games and its history. Did you guys not hear that?
So what I heard is you love Dumb Sim.
I love the name Dumb Sim. I love Dim Sum, and I love Dumb Sim. And I like the idea if you can paint the paths of the cart take. I think that's really interesting. And also, I like to eat Dumb Sim. Did I mention that?
I think that a lot of people at Double Fine like too. And there's a crew that goes and gets
They go dim sum like every Friday.
every
I think that's where the
Friday.
idea for this game
Yeah.
come from. But I like the title. I
Yeah,
like the
me too.
teeth. And I
I
like the
like
idea.
games like that.
It's a cool one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So this doesn't have a name, but this is Eras of Adventure, right?
Eras of Adventure.
Eras of Justin Bailey,
Justin
our own
Bailey.
businessman.
Yeah. All
Eras
right,
of
Paul,
Adventure.
we're going to go to a video. Is this going to be okay? All right, here we go.
In Eras of Adventure, you will be playing through the quintessential ages of adventure games. You begin in a room, just like you did with many of the iconic text-based games that started the genre. As you progress, you will quest through an 8-bit graphics adventure where death awaits at every corner, and you must manage your save games closely. From there, you move to a classic point-and-click setting, where dialogue trees and pixel hunting abound. Finally, we'll arrive in the modern renaissance of the genre. Along the way, we'll be making fun of the iconic franchises and game mechanics that defined each era.
He's spelling out the letters. I didn't get that the first time. I'm so relieved when I heard Justin was making a game called Eros of Adventure.
I know,
was like,
wasn't that
an
exciting?
erotic adventure from
Yeah.
Justin Bailey.
A first for
Yeah,
Amnesia Fortnight.
and I was super excited. But it turns out it means eras, like the difference. So the game will start as a text adventure and then become, I like how you put Sierra Games first and then LucasArts. As the evolution of quality and everything goes up.
Well, then it goes all the way to Broken Age.
Yeah, with the pinnacle of adventure games. So, Eras of Adventure, that's right. And some people still can't figure out if Justin Bailey's name is for real, because it's a thing from Metroid. Exactly. It is real. His actual name.
Real.
His parents were not Metroid fans. It just
He's
happened
also
on accident.
definitely an adventure game fan.
He plays adventure games.
Huge.
We got to find a text adventure engine though, really fast.
Oh, we can just make one.
That's
Yeah,
DOS, right?
let's kick that out.
Yeah.
Isn't that just like a notepad?
It's a program. It's just type in the instructions and it works. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's a day one of Amnesia Fortnight build text engine.
I have to give him some words of advice as an
Yes.
adventure game maker. Don't do it. It's a crazy idea.
Eros will be the DLC. I like that.
Yeah, nice. Shill harder. Hey, oh, this back. Oh, watch out. Patrick Hackett is here. I take back everything I said, Patrick. Oh, yeah, next we're going to look at Andy Wood's Ether.
Ether is a game about the joy of exploration, skimming over the ruins of derelict ships scattered across a lonely, desolate island. Swoop and skim, jump and glide to reach new places as wind and thermals change with time of day. Fly low and fast to activate the sonar boom and uncover artifacts hidden beneath the earth. Ruined ships and deep forest hide secrets and ancient artifacts. Search them for clues and solve the mystery of the island.
Can't tell he's an artist, can you? It's really nice.
Definitely an artist.
He first pitched that to me, and he talked about the scene from WALL-E, where Eve, the robot, lands on the abandoned planet. She thinks she's alone. She goes skirting all over and flying and doing this kind of ballet.
Yeah.
And how his daughter saw that and was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And it is cool. It's kind of like, it's the fun of flying, but like in a game like Pilot Wings, you're mostly like up in the air, just gliding. But this game is like you're on the ground. You're very close to the ground, so I think that sensation of speed would be much more,
Right.
have an impact.
Well, and if you've got a beautiful island to explore, you can do it quickly and get to the parts that are gracefully and
then shoot everything, I think, is what he was getting at in the end. Then you shoot everything.
I don't know about that, but I definitely uncovering mysteries and artifacts with the sonic. I think that would be really fun.
What has Andy worked on before? We should talk about it because it's
Well,
pretty
last
stuff.
Amnesia Fortnight, he did White Birch. He
White
was a
Birch.
project lead,
Yep.
and
he's still
he was
busy.
the art director on The Cave, and now he's the art director on Massive Chalice. He's very busy.
Yeah,
So.
he's a very busy man.
Yeah.
And he likes old cars.
Does he?
Yeah.
He likes to make really good beer.
He makes the official Double Fine beer, which you can only get at the Double Fine Company picnic. So good luck with that. Hey, next we're going to look at, is that
Extraterrarium.
Is that Asif's
It is.
game right there?
Asif is behind the camera right now.
Yeah. Asif Siddiqui's Extraterrarium.
Extraterrarium.
In this third-person action puzzler, you adopt the abilities of alien life forms to survive a hostile planet. By observing how plants and animals interact in their environment, you piece together which attributes will help you defend yourself, traverse new areas, and take down dangerous apex predators. You'll have to exploit each creature's weakness before gaining its power, and the more unique it is, the more creative and resourceful you'll have to be to get it. Explore the world, outsmart nature, and survive Extraterrarium.
Man, this is going to teach some skills for when we're exploring other planets, right? Where we have to steal. It's crazy because you have to watch how the animals behave and learn their tricks, just like you do in the Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
Right?
But all the animals are totally
I
different.
think, yeah,
like
it's actually
anything you've ever seen.
very
before.
bizarre creatures that have their own ways of like hunting and
Yeah.
protecting themselves and using camouflage. And if you watch them, you get hints about like how to use those same skills to survive in this
I
environment.
kind of like the idea of being able to sprout wings or a stinger tail, or being able to like all of a sudden crawl up stuff. If you need to get at food.
And this is our first 2-player pitch, right? Which is very exciting.
Yeah, we let the, that's why the cameras are unmanned right now. We just set them up on tripods. No one is running them because 2-player guys are making pitches. And it's kind of nerve-wracking talking about these games because this is the only ones where the project leaders are in the room.
That's
so if
true.
I mispronounce it, if I say as if Sadaki, it'll be bad.
Yeah.
Because they're there. And they know how to make me look extra fat.
Well, and they also worked on all their
Don't do
pitches
it.
while
Don't do
doing
it.
all the other stuff. It's
Yeah.
kind of amazing.
Yeah, they're
And we
busy
have
guys.
another one.
Oh, another one?
Oh, another
this
one?
one from Paul Levering.
Ready, Paul?
Fathomless.
Fathomless.
Let's do this.
Holy cow, that was so scary. Oh my god.
It makes me want to take a deep breath.
Like I wasn't sure if Derelict was going to be scary or not. This one is definitely saying
scary.
we're going to scare you.
It's apparently done too, it looks like.
And if this is why is that?
This looks like it was a game, right?
Yeah,
It's already made.
it's all
Let's
done.
ship it.
And if it supports Oculus, which I heard rumors that it would, that would be terrifying to see that scorpion jump at my face
Oh
in
my
Oculus.
gosh.
So, but that would be really great. And I think you're going to be exploring the cave and sketching them. Is that still true? Sketching them? Trying to collect sketches of all these crazy characters in this totally frightening cave.
Maybe you'll actually like get down there and find creatures that are friendly.
There might be nice ones
and,
too.
Like furry and cute.
Yeah,
It
until you
could-
get them
it could
home.
happen.
Are you hoping for that, or do you
Until-
actually you read the doc and you
Until
know that's
water
true?
gets on them.
Yeah, if you feed them after midnight.
Yeah.
But that looks creepy and scary, and it sounds like the audio would be crazy, and yeah,
Yeah, amazing.
yeah, pretty cool. All right, now
This is
Ben Burbank's
Jet Girl.
Jetpack Girl and,
and
Ghost Dog.
Jet Girl and Ghost Dog is a co-op action RPG where you control a girl who has an awesome jetpack or her ghost dog friend who can sort of hover and bark and go through some walls and stuff. You'll travel many places across space and time to try and figure out what mysterious force killed your dog friend and why. I'm hoping to make this game an homage to both Earthbound and Secret of Mana, and of course you want that. Everybody does.
Awesome. Oh, stop that sound.
okay.
That's what my YouTube does. When
I don't know why
anyway.
it does that.
Okay, I have a lot of questions after watching that video. First of all, what is
yeah.
Donut Farm?
Donut Farm?
And when did this get chosen as the international symbol for jetpack? 'Cause she has an awesome
Everybody
jetpack.
wants it.
And her,
So.
yeah.
Yeah.
This, I mean, I get the dead dog.
Yeah.
I think the art on that looks incredible. I don't know where that came from. Did he do the art? It looks amazing. I would
think
totally
he
play
did
that
the
game.
art for the video.
And then he said Earthbound, which of course just triggers pleasure centers in my brain. So that and the art plus this and plus that says winner to me.
Yeah. Last year
Burbank.
for Ben Burbank's relatively new to the company. Last year for last Amnesia Fortnight, he worked on White Birch and just dove in. He's been on so many games just since he's been here.
Yeah, he's a very good programmer.
Very, very good programmer.
Yeah. I mean, don't tell him I said that.
Oh, I won't.
Okay. Awesome. Okay,
Awesome.
next we're gonna look at Paul Owens.
I think this is
Gone
another
Astray.
cat
Part of the wave of
themed pitch.
cat-loving videos. Let's see.
Gone Astray is a 3D action-adventure game where you play a house cat exploring the outside world for the first time. Similar to the book Watership Down, you exist within a human world you do not fully understand. You clash with neighborhood cats, hunt for food, interact with other animals, and explore a nighttime neighborhood's many secrets in this gritty yet surreal experience.
We had another cat pitch that was about cute, adorable cats,
Yeah,
cartoony.
a 2D
This one looks
platform.
like, when you said Watership Down, I was like getting a little scared because Watership Down is pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
Because Animal Life, like they look cute cats, but they're like little tiny lions that tear things apart.
Oh, yeah.
And like rip the heads off and they eat the hearts of things and then claw each other to death.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen one of those videos where they put the camera on the cat and they show its secret life? Where it goes out and like it hides out in a tree for it and then goes on several dates and then comes home. I think that's what I'm imagining that's what this game could be like. I think.
Yeah.
So
Cats dated.
yeah, a lot of cat dating, right,
Yeah.
Paul? Is gonna be in this. So and then Blood and Guts. Remember Watership Down, the weird like there was a really mean rat had like blood always dripping from. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Lots of blood and pus
Yeah.
dripping out of these cats.
I think it would be kind of interesting too if they ever run into humans. Probably not though. Probably it's more like it's all
Well,
the other
crawling
cats.
into the bedroom windows of little children and then taking their breath in the night, I think, is an important part
Sleeping
of
on
cats'
their heads
behaviors.
so they
Yes,
suffocate.
suffocating small children.
Yeah.
Right? For bonus points, that's like a. It's
Alright.
a darker cat story.
We're at the halfway point. We
Halfway
gotta start
through.
picking up speed.
Oh, we got to go faster.
faster,
Okay.
faster.
Just a little bit. We're
Just a
doing
little
pretty
bit.
good.
All right.
We're doing
Elliot
all right.
Roberts.
Great
Great spirits.
Spirits, you play a down and out stage magician who gains the power to summon ghosts from the world of the dead to do as you command. Ghosts are used as tools to overcome obstacles in unique ways and are activated by the player like a psi ability in Psychonauts. Each ghost has a unique ability and a unique personality. My inspiration comes from tongue-in-cheek horror. My goal is to take that mix of macabre and comedy and put it in a 3D adventure in the same vein as Psychonauts. If you're ready to take part in Ghost Story, vote for Great Spirits.
Obviously, he's got his first cutscene done, which
Yeah,
is great.
exactly.
Elliot. He's an animator, currently in Broken Age, and he's been all the way since Costume Quest and before that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
also lead animator on The Cave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And this, I saw several scenes that look like Psychonauts in there.
definitely.
Yeah.
And he kind of had me at The Frighteners. I love that movie.
You like The Frighteners?
I've always liked that movie. It's just
Not just because
so-
of Michael J. Fox.
No,
Ghosts.
no, because of the ghosts.
Fun
Absolutely,
ghosts.
yes.
And you can use this, so instead of you having psychic powers, you can make objects in the room. Or, you would have the powers of a ghost. Like, you can
You
control the
use-
ghosts
yeah.
and use their powers.
Yeah,
So,
and
like, a
some
poltergeist
ghosts
could
will
throw
be,
things.
Yeah, different in different situations. And
So, one guy just has chains.
Yeah.
One guy just can scare the crap out of people.
Yeah.
And then one guy
even-
just makes it cold. Like,
There's-
just makes
I
it, ooh, it's cold in here. There's a ghost in
I
here.
think there's infinite possibilities.
Infinite. That sounds expensive.
Yeah. Well,
But I think that will be a fun game.
Yep.
I'll say that. Okay, we're moving faster. Oh, Lee Petty's
Headlander.
Headlander.
Headlander is a third-person action-adventure game set in a future world inspired by late 60s science fiction. You play a 20th century man who awakes in this world with only his head intact. A special helmet allows you to launch his head from his body, fly it around, land into, and take control of the robot bodies of enemy forces. Headlander is a humorous take on a sci-fi world where your head holds the key to saving what is left of humanity from the unfeeling machine guts of a deranged computer.
Oh my
That sound.
goodness gracious.
Can you play it twice? I know what you're saying. You had me at Lee Petty.
Right.
Right? Because Lee is so handsome. And he was also the project lead on Stacking, the
Right.
great adventure game. And he's the art director on Broken Age, and he's done many, many things. He's been here since he's art director on Brutal Legend. And Lee's a really talented artist, obviously, and also really
last
funny.
AF he did Autonomous.
He did Autonomous
Yeah.
in Use Your Fortnight.
Yeah.
And so the reason Headlander looks so polished is that we actually put some time into making this pitch and showed it to publishers a little while back. And we really wanted to make it. Like, I think it's a really amazing game idea, and we wanted to show it. And we got this feedback that it's kind of too quirky because, like, the head coming off. Even though it leads to all these great, it's not just like a gimmick, it's just like you shoot off one of your enemy's heads and then his body is sitting there and you can fly your head up and land on that and then take control of that body.
Yeah.
So you don't really get attached to any particular body, you just move from body to body.
They're just tools.
And they're tools, and they might have different abilities, or you can use like his example of there's an enemy on the other side of a ravine you can't cross, you shoot his head off, you can fly over and land on his head, and then you can use it to navigate the space
Yeah.
or take control of different bodies.
I've
So
never
it has-
seen anything like it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But we're now letting the internet decide whether we make it or not.
Which they can be doing for the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes. That's right. Yeah, 15 minutes if you want to vote now at www. No one says that anymore, right? Humblebundle.com/.
/Double Fine.
Thank you.
Yes.
You can vote now.
Vote.
Or change your vote. So that's Headlander. Next, coming up.
Humans, a study guide.
Oh, Kichi. He's very good.
He is.
In Humans, a Study Guide, you play as an alien college student who's procrastinated on his research paper on human beings. You get a study guide that will place a human on Earth and let the reader experience that human's entire life cycle quickly. Each chapter is a quick peek into major phases in their lives, from infancy to adulthood. Make day-to-day decisions on what your human does with their time. For example, studying to increase your intelligence or hanging out with your best friend from childhood. Make major life choices and lifelong connections. Vote for Humans, a Study Guide.
Okay, now this is from Key, who plays a lot of these types of games where you simulate things. He's made Middle Manager of Justice.
Yep.
That was Key's. And Key's also been here. He was in the warehouse, not
Right.
hanging on a meat hook, but he was actually working on Psychonauts, so he's been here since then. And you will be, it's not like just a dating simulator, but an actual person simulator.
It's their whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're an alien and you need to study humans, so you get to see the human life cycle like sped up. But it sounds like it would be really fun, actually, really cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. Okay, we got to speed up now. Here we
Speed
go. Karate Troopers.
Mega rad,
Jeremy.
Mega rad karate.
Mega rad Karate Troopers. Jeremy Tividad.
Karate Troopers is a turn-based strategy game with epic battles that scale up in size. There are different stages in each battle, with enemies ranging in size from human to Godzilla, each with a different point value. In the first stage, you'll pick from a pool of troopers and send 5 of them into battle. Defeating enough enemies will allow you to put your troopers in different vehicles. This lets you see more of the battlefield and take on stronger enemies. Eventually, you'll be able to combine all 5 vehicles into one giant robot. So vote for Karate Troopers and face off against the giant monsters attacking the city.
I saw a subtle reference to Anna the Red.
Yeah, I just noticed that for the first time.
Who made our little plush two-headed baby toys.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that was on purpose, though.
It had to have been.
Tell us about Jeremy Natividad.
Well, Jeremy Natividad is an artist, and he's worked on a lot of different projects. I think currently,
Iron Brigade.
He worked on Iron Brigade. He worked on The Cave. He's working on Massive Chalice and other projects that we haven't announced yet.
Yeah, and so in this game, it's turn-based strategy. Am I hearing like that would be something like Massive Chalice?
I think so. I like the combining of the different vehicles and robots to make bigger.
So the scale of it would change. So you're starting
scale,
fighting with smaller enemies, but you'd eventually be fighting someone the size of Godzilla.
Right.
And you would also be the size of Godzilla?
Yeah, because you would be inside all of these different...
Scale up.
Scale
So
up.
essentially it'd be like Katamari.
Yeah. Or
No, I just
maybe
made that up.
Pacific Rim.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay.
That'd be cool.
This is Brian Mins, the Last Missile Commander.
Right.
Hi, my name is Brian Min, and my game is called The Last Missile Commander. The Last Missile Commander is a global tactical strategy game on an epic scale. Set in an alternate 1984, you are charged with guarding the world's last seed bank. Imagine the NORAD scene from the movie War Games with a twist on Civilization V game mechanics.
And a traffic cone. That's okay.
No.
Now I know people, a lot of you are younger than me, don't realize there was a game called Missile Command long ago in the 70s. But this is not that. This is a game that evokes War Games, the movie.
Yeah.
Then what do you actually, you've read the document, what do you actually do in the game?
You are manning the missile command, but it's like Civilization, where you really have to like build things up and I think get equipment and be able to have epic battles.
So it's all on a
in that
strategy
way.
layer, like
It's
a
very,
very
very strategic, which
Okay.
appeals to me, definitely.
And it will have good sound.
It will definitely have
Brian
good-
runs our audio
yeah.
department here
Yeah.
at Double Fine.
Absolutely.
So if you like the sound of our games, and you like to hear more of that, a game where half the budget what goes into sound, probably, I would think.
Yeah, I would say 50%.
Vote for Last Missile Commander. All right, moving on. Derek Brand's Mnemonic.
Mnemonic is a surreal first-person adventure where you explore and rearrange memories. In Mnemonic, behind each door is a memory, and you begin this surreal first-person adventure facing only one: the death of the woman you love. Environmental storytelling in the vein of Gone Home is combined with a unique inventory system. Select objects of any scale, characters, or sounds, and then creatively apply them to puzzles, unlock memories, and ultimately reveal the truth.
Man, that would have been better if that guy could draw.
That guy,
If he could just
Derek
learn to
is-
draw, that'd be great.
Yeah.
No, Derek is an amazing artist.
Amazing
Obviously, that
artist.
looks beautiful. And that idea of combining memories, you know, it's really interesting. Like solving puzzles by putting different kind of memories together.
Yeah.
It looked like he was using them to make a plane crash into a saxophone player, though, which I assume is one of the puzzles of the game.
Briefly.
Yeah.
I actually really like how he did the video, how he did the audio for the video. I'm intrigued. I think there's a story there that I want to play
more
that.
than just super pretty. I think it's an interesting
It is.
mechanic, which could lead to whole different types of puzzles and situations, for sure. All right, Oscillate.
In Oscillate, you play as Commander Ocelot, embarking on a journey of exploration in your submarine. The action plays like a cross between Ikaruga and Ridiculous Fishing, with an additional rhythm mechanic. The creatures of this ocean emit sound waves with the game's music. Absorb these waves to gain speed and fuel. You lose speed if you don't strike these waves head-on or with the wrong-shaped bow. So how far will you explore? Thanks. Vote for Oscillate.
Ben Peck. Ben Peck is one of our gameplay programmers on
Yeah.
Broken Age.
Yeah.
And he has a game here where you're sliding down and you're positioning your special anchor to intercept sound waves at the right angle.
Yeah.
And then you're fishing for things.
Yeah, and I think that you know, he mentioned Ridiculous Fishing,
Which I
and
played a lot.
That I
That was a
played
good
a
game.
lot of too. So
this would be like that without the jellyfish. Because if you just took out the jellyfish, it really, no.
Well, I saw Harmonix guys last week at DICE, and they said they're going to make it if we don't. So I think you guys are going to get it anyway.
So did you get an idea for what is the sound element of the game? Or is it just more the waveforms that are important?
He did say it was a rhythmic runner, so I think the fish will probably be placed in ways that will make it go with the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, very
All right. Oh, Chad Dawson's Parabolic.
Hi, I'm Chad Dawson. Great, much clearer. Hi, I'm Chad Dawson, here to tell you the twisted tale of Parabolic. Parabolic set is the name of a football stadium. Parabolic's a story-driven action game where you play from the viewpoint of a microphone operator, tracking a quarterback in the crosshairs of your parabolic microphone. As you can hear, the audio will change to keep all the sounds in conversation. Just like in a first-person shooter, you must keep him centered and hear his voice and no one else. It's not like you hear anything else in a crowded stadium. Nothing about a terrorist. So listen up and vote for Parabolic.
What if people can't hear the video making that sound? They just hear me making that sound and they think I'm just buzzing out Chad. No, that looks really interesting because Chad is a great programmer here at Double Fine. And I've always liked that idea of, it reminds me of that movie, The Conversation.
The Conversation.
That, with Gene Hackman, where you're trying to spy on people and hear the sounds. And that could be really interesting if you imagine a whole crowded stadium of hearing. And then at first he lost me when he said football. Because football players used to beat me up all the time, so I'm not interested. But I don't know if he kind of teases it at that it's not really about football. It's about what's going on in the stadium. Maybe you overhear someone talking about some sort of evil plot, and then you've got to solve puzzles, or just use the information you're getting from your microphone to figure out what's going on and stop
and
it.
there'll be gaps in your information, so you're gonna have to figure stuff out. I think
Which
it
is
sounds
neat.
really
It's
interesting.
neat. Like when you write a whole dialogue and then you'll only hear a little snippet of it, and your imagination has to put together the rest of the information. I think that's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
So that looks really cool. Now next.
Re-entry.
Re-entry. This is Drew Skillman.
Drew Skillman.
Re-entry is a game about surviving a space station explosion that's left you orbiting Earth in a sea of wreckage. The scenario is similar to the movie Gravity, but unlike that movie, the core of the game is realistic zero-G physics. To survive, you'll have to figure out how to navigate in zero-G, but we'll repurpose our suit's tether into a Bionic Commando-style grappling hook. That way we can slingshot our way through the debris field. Every playthrough is unique and games will be quick. You only have a few minutes to find the re-entry capsule before you'll be incinerated in your suit.
Awesome.
That's crazy.
That
First of all,
video is
excellent use
awesome.
of Legos.
Yeah.
Although the cost of the project is already negative the price of one minifig. Because he
don't
burned
know.
it.
He might have burned several.
In
the
the
making
true.
of that video.
But also Drew, because he's an excellent technical artist and visual effects
Mm-hmm.
maestro, that might have been all effects.
Yeah,
he might
Drew-
not have actually burnt that thing.
That's true. Drew's also an accomplished project lead.
Yeah, project lead on Connect Party.
Connect Party and
Some secret future tech
some
things going on
secret
at the company.
future tech things. Yeah.
So Drew's a genius. He's a very nice guy, and it's swinging around in outer space sounds like really cool.
Yeah.
So it's like
absolutely.
Gravity, but without the dialogue, which sounds awesome. Okay, next
This is probably the last call for votes.
Oh, the last call for votes. We're going to be shutting it down in 5 minutes. So if you go to humblebundle.com/doublefine and vote, you can vote for any of these games. Okay, so This is Matt Franklin's Scavengers.
Scavengers is League of Legends crossed with survival games like DayZ and State of Decay. 2 teams of players are stranded in a ruined, monster-infested city. Players will scavenge the supplies they need to survive. They will craft weapons and repair vehicles. Players will use those weapons and vehicles to fight monsters and destroy the enemy team. Games are short, action-packed, and bloody. The winning team will escape the city, and the losing team will die.
So obviously another cat game, right? The third in the cat trilogy. This one, I think it involves hunting and eating cats, from what I can tell. And
That
Matt
might be part
Franklin,
of
I
it.
couldn't tell if he was wearing eyeliner or was that just
Dude,
effect?
he looked like
Scary.
he was partly turning into a zombie.
Into
or
a zombie.
something.
That is something I thought I knew Matt Franklin, but obviously
yeah.
I didn't because that was really scary.
Yeah.
But you know, being out in a wasteland, being able to do whatever you want, and being in teams of survival.
Well, and it sounds like it's not just
Sounds cool.
zombies; it's monsters. It could be anything.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Guys with eyeliner, cats, anything. You don't know what you're going to see in Scavengers.
Awesome.
Super cool. Okay, now for those of you who are fond of four-legged creatures, we have John Bernhelm's Steed.
Hi, I'm John, and I want to make an open-world action game with a different breed of hero. No, not that guy. This one, down here. In Steed, you play as a horse for hire, saddled with the job of picking up bumbling heroes, hoofing them across a storybook landscape, and ensuring they don't die on their quests. You'll form a special bond with an awkward stable boy, uncover a dark plot, and together you'll break free from the reins of a corrupt order. Steed aims to turn the hero with a horse trope on its head, with a charming Double Fine take on a classic partnership.
Stable Boy. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think that could be great because there's been a lot of games about knights in shining armor, but this is about the real workhorse, literally, of adventure, the horse.
I think it looks like it's going to be funny. You know, there's a lot of humor in the inept heroes, and
And getting rid of I imagine at some point you're going to be trying to get one of those guys off your back,
right.
and, like off a cliff.
Yeah, that would
Maybe
be
you're like a
cool.
really dark horse,
Or
like,
at least
like
have
a
him spill
sinister horse.
spill his beer.
Or like go for a low-hanging branch. I don't know. That's just me. I'm thinking of all the different horrible things you could do to a guy riding a horse. But I guess if I understand it, this pitch, you're actually helping them.
Yeah,
That's a different game. That's a different game. But
otherwise, you might not get your next job. So you have to.
Exactly.
They have to make it through on their adventure.
yeah, so help your hero out until he's out of money, and then ditch him.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds fun. Levi Rikins, The White Witch is No More.
7 gnomes leave their village behind on a mission to defeat the king of the dead. With the help of a shape-shifting witch, the gnomes band together and defend their land from the undead hordes. In their travels and bloody battles, you sharpen the 7 farmers into a small army of death.
Death. Oh my god, I love all the pictures in that pitch.
Yeah,
Those are all
I
so
mean,
cute.
Levi just makes awesome art.
He does awesome art.
And was the lead on the Black Lake
AF prototype.
Yeah.
Yep. And it reminds me of that book, obviously Gnomes, which I
Yeah.
got when I was a kid. I was sick for a whole week from school, and I just sat there reading the Gnomes book, and I just loved going into the whole little world of the Gnomes. But it looks like he's got like a darker take on them,
Yeah.
judging by that creepy mask that one
And
put on.
Army of Death.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
And are you controlling them? Like, do you get the sense you're controlling them like in that game?
Pikmin.
Is it like Pikmin or the other game I'm thinking of?
I don't know which one that is.
Look at my hands. Look at my hands. With the guy, and it was written by Rihanna Pratchett. The guy with the guys around him, when you throw him around someone on the feed. Come on, you know what I'm talking about? Overlord. Overlord. Is it like Overlord?
I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit.
Lemmings.
Or more like Lemmings. Well, it's different. Anyway, it's got gnomes in it.
It's
Gnomes.
It looks
Thank you,
cool.
JP LeBreton. Okay, now this one I guess is by me because it's got my name on it. Or is this in fact Brandon Dillon's Tamagotchi? Tamagotchi.
Make a pet simulator where you nurture a little game developer. Instead of managing the well-being of a whole project, you'll take care of a single developer modeled after a real-life Double Fine project lead. You'll help your charming little devs seek inspiration, brainstorm ideas, put together pitches, woo investors, work, play, market, socialize, and make sure they occasionally eat and sleep as they try to bring their ideas to life. I call it Tamagotchi.
I don't know what it is, but there's something I like about this game. And I think it's all the words adorable in relationship to that whoever that adorable little creature was.
Yeah. Did you hatch out of an egg like that? That would have been cool.
No, so it's like V. So I don't think, besides celebrating me, I don't think it really is all about me. It's just about a game developer.
Right.
You could probably change him a little bit, and you keep him alive. So it's not like game dev story where you're actually kind of managing resources, doing all that. You're actually taking care of the person who's making the games.
Right.
What does that say about him, except for that he knows on what side his bread is buttered? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But he also
I
knows,
see great
he
things
also
coming
knows,
to young Brandon Dillon.
I do too. He also knows how to lead an Amnesia Fortnight team. So he did it with Hack and Slash, and he's about
Hack and
to.
Slash, which is, yeah.
Hack and Slash is going to be out to the world.
For real.
For real. And it all started with Amnesia Fortnight, so.
Yeah. Amnesia Fortnight is magic.
Yes.
Oh, and now we are looking at Dave Garner's What Could Possibly Go Wrong?
What could go wrong?
I played a lot of good horror video games in my life,
Hey, wasn't that the road up for Camp Crystal Lake back there?
but none of them have really captured the aesthetic of the 70s and 80s slasher films that I grew up loving.
Hey, you want a beer?
Or do you want to smoke some pot?
What I'd like to do is make an adventure game that really captures that aesthetic. A summer camp cabin in the woods style slasher where a group of teenagers, one by one, are slaughtered by a fucking crazy guy.
Could go wrong.
Sound. Okay. We forgot to put up the ratings on that trailer.
That one
that has a throat cutting in there.
Yeah.
But it still looks crazy because you're not playing the killer, are you? No.
No.
You're playing the kids.
Yeah,
right?
you can,
Right.
If I would say if you don't like one of the characters, you can
get
leave
him killed.
them
You can,
closer to the killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's not just about the slashing, but about the comedy of the slashing and playing with the horror tropes like Cabin in the Woods, possibly. And Dave Garner's nuts. So I'm sure it'll be hilarious. It'll be awesome. It's an adventure game. We've got an engine sitting around waiting to be used. Okay. Now, this is Duncan Bailey with Project Zing.
Shing.
Oh, Shing.
Shing. Project
Shing.
Shing is a spellcasting fighting game based on the 5 Chinese elements. Players fight in 2D undynamic stages like Super Smash Bros., but all of their attacks are elemental spells in the style of bending from the Avatar series. The spells are physically simulated, so they can interact with the environment and other spells according to the elemental cycle. Players can invent complex strategies like throwing a burning tree at an opponent or freezing a pond to create a shield. This system gives Shing creative, emergent, beautiful gameplay, unlike any other fighting game.
So you wouldn't have just discrete spells to use on each other, but you could combine them with the environment and with each other to create new spells, and that's nuts. That'd be crazy.
And he said Avatar, so.
The movie Avatar?
No, the TV series.
Oh, the TV series.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't have young boys in my house.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Girls, no, everybody.
Okay, we should start. Okay, you should watch Avatar and play the game Swing.
Shing. Shing. Project
Shing.
Project Shing.
Does that mean when I read a traffic sign that it says pedestrian Shing?
I think you can. You can say that.
I'm so confused now. But that game looks awesome. Is that all of them?
That's it.
We went through the whole thing. So so now it's 11 o'clock. Voting is closed.
Voting's closed. Should we get the...
We're going to pull the rest of the team in here and we're going to announce the winners, the top 10 from Amnesia Fortnight 2014.
Should I go get that and then come back?
Are you going to go lock? The voting is now locked, right?
Voting is locked.
Yeah.
Locked. We're going to go get the results,
Yep.
secretly tabulate them, and we're going to meet right back here and let the team in right now, and we'll announce the winners, right?
Yeah. And what happens with the top 10?
The top 10, we'll have another live stream. We'll talk with the project leaders of those projects and go in a little more depth on each one. And we're going to actually wipe the votes after this. So your votes are now going to be cleared, and we're going to vote again for the top 10. And does everyone get 3 votes still?
Yeah.
We'll have 3 votes, and there'll be 3 projects that we pick out of those 10.
We're going to pick 3 projects out of those 10 to do. And the last day for voting on this next round will be? Thursday, same time?
At noon.
Thursday at noon. So we're going to announce the top 10. You'll have till Thursday at noon to vote for your favorite.
Right, and Penn Ward's pitches are still there, and you
Yeah.
can go back and
We'll
look
still
at
change
all
your
of
votes
those
on
pitches.
Penn's. And we'll go in more
Change
depth
your
with Penn's pitches after Penn gets here
Exactly.
later this week, maybe around Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Okay, so the team is filling in, so
I'll be
we're going
right
to go put on our tuxedos.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll be right back. Are you guys going to
I'm going to film everyone.